Hi guys, it's Chris here from It's Just Cricket, and as you can see I'm continuing my review of some Ganador cricket batting gloves. These are the second pair, these are the King batting gloves, and wow, they certainly are the king of the Ganador range for me. I really like them. That's incredibly important to say how positive I am on them. And the first reason I'm so positive on them is the looks. I think they're stunning personally. They're obviously a split finger, all white look with a little bit of black, and you've also, what's quite nice is you've got this carbon fibre detailing on the spacer bars on the sort of the bottom of the hand, and then you've got this all white Ganador embossed logo, just very subtle, which is quite nice. And again, for a brand that sometimes is criticised, certainly for their bat stickers being a bit busy, there's too much going on, it's really nice to see them have something a little bit more subtle and sort of down to earth for their gloves. And these will go with any bat, and there certainly, as we'll see later, one bat in particular I think they go particularly well with. But yeah, they are a block split, as you can see, and that's their style. They're actually a kind of zigzag block split, and so they're very flexible. I quite like them to wear. They're certainly very nice. And importantly, we do have someone who's actually worn them here at It's Just Cricket. Now, Paul wears these and has been using these for a while, as you can see. Now, he's got his gloves here in anticipation of the Oval. We're going to go have a net there, and Paul's hopefully going to be facing some short stuff. But what I think is very important to know is, let's compare them. Paul has now worn these in about 5 net sessions. They've barely shown any signs of wear. You know, they're incredibly good, and that's mainly because of what you can see there, the petard's palms. They don't wear, they're very, very durable, these are. They, and that's the benefit of the petard's palm. As you can see there, they've got that genuine petard's tag. It's incredibly flexible, it's supple, it stays flexible, and it's hard wearing. And I like the features. You've got the kind of the wear pads here, so that they make sure even the areas that specifically will be a little bit more harder wearing, you are going to have the protection there. Now, you've got, in terms of protection, you've got reinforcement on the top of the tip of the 2 lead fingers. On the bottom hand, these obviously being right-handed gloves. So that's mainly a slight criticism. There's not the same protection, whereas on the Pro, you had identical protection top and bottom hand, whereas here you do get slightly better protection on the bottom hand. But that's fairly common. I don't pay too much attention to that. You do, however, still get the sort of the 3 bars here on the side wing for extra protection, which is really nice, very comfortable, and it means that if you do get trapped between sort of the bat, the ball trapped to your finger between the ball and the bat handle, that's going to dissipate some of the shock and keep them nice and protected. There's also a few features I really do like flipping over. I like the Ganador. It seems like Ganador's got quite a few versions of their logo, and this personally is my favourite. The sort of the silver lion on the white background. It's a strong, solid pull tag, which means it's going to stay there. Another couple of things I love the end of these. If you look at this looks like a sort of a suede or a leather ending, and that means they're going to be so hard wearing. Most of the gloves that and I'm a real glove geek, I have so many pairs that I don't really wear any through, and I don't bat long enough, but most gloves wear here. They rip away from the palm, rips away from the top protective area. However, by putting in this protective leather section here, it means they are going to be very hard wearing, and hopefully they're going to last a bit longer. I also absolutely love a tiny little feature, which is incredible attention to details. If you look on the tip of this thumb here, it's a towel. So when you are batting and you're getting pretty warm, you've got your helmet, you can just simply wipe away your brow like that. And I think that's a really lovely, it's such a small thing that not really many brands pay that much attention to. I think it's a lovely touch. I also love, I said in the Pro video, I like 3-piece split thumbs, and there you go, I've got one here. And this middle section's got that carbon fibre detailing, which is lovely. It's really clever, little attention to detail there, makes it very flexible. And these gloves are very flexible in general. They're also lined on the inside with a sort of a toweled lining on the upper, which makes them really soft on the hand to wear. I mean, they're very comfortable on the inside to wear against the top of your hand. You can see just there, you've got a sort of a toweled lining on the interior section, which not a lot of companies do, to be honest. It's just a little touch that makes them, if you are at the crease for a while, they're lovely and comfortable. So now, of course, we have to test the mallet response, and the mallet response of the gloves, of the protection, and that brings me on to the bat. I think they work perfectly with these lovely Adidas XT whites, with this white and black. I think looks stunning with the white and black. It's really almost perfectly well coordinated there. We've got plenty of these whites in stock, coincidentally. So now we'll start off with obviously the bottom hand, the thumb, very solid. You can see, you can hear the difference now between the 2 protected sections, which I'll do first, and the rest of the glove. Obviously these have been reinforced with the casing, which makes them even better, but even then the rest of the glove is pretty well protected. Now we'll work towards the top hand. Brilliant protection, to be honest, guys. I mean, these are a top-end glove, and this is the one thing that I would certainly say that I think Ganador perhaps made a little bit of a sort of an error on personally. So These are priced at just under the £72 mark, and the Pros are priced at just under the £76 mark. So there's only a £4 price difference. And for me, they're just as good as each other. It's just something for everyone. If you like pitards, they've got them here. If you like the hybrid, then you've got it there. If you like all white, you've got it. You know, for me, I would almost see them as two of the same of the same quality glove at the top of their range. I wouldn't see these, because they cost a little bit less, as an inferior glove at all. I know a brand like Phantom, for example, over the last couple of years have done 2 top-end glove offerings to suit everyone. So I think this is basically what you should see these as. These are personally my favourite, and I know Paul absolutely loves using his. And I can see why completely. They're stunning looking, they're flexible, they're well protected, and they're very well thought out, which is nice. I sort of criticised Ganador a little bit on the pads videos for not really that attention to detail, not really thinking things through. Whereas when you've got this kind of the leather tabs bits here, you've got the kind of the brow wiping section here, you've got the carbon fibre detailing. You cannot criticise them at all for not thinking things through. They've really did a lot of quality control and testing on these, and that is why I would certainly very highly recommend these. They're priced, like I said, just below the £72 mark, which, to be honest, is pretty reasonable for a top-end glove these days that uses pitards, etc. So I do think they're good value for money. So there you go, guys. I really am very high on these gloves, as you can tell. They're certainly the king of the Ganador range to me, guys. I personally prefer them to the Pro, but that's just my taste. I think the Pro are very good gloves as well. So there you go, guys. The Ganador King batting gloves. I know Paul loves them as well. They certainly get the Paul seal of approval as well as the Chris seal, so you can't ask for much more than that, I suppose. Thank you very much for watching. Do subscribe to our videos, and we'll see you soon.